Imagine waking up one morning, walking outside, and finding your entire neighborhood completely empty. No people. No bodies. No signs of struggle. Just silence. That's exactly what happened in 1590, when a supply ship returned to a British settlement on the coast of North America, and found 115 men, women, and children had completely vanished. No graves. No blood. No explanation. Just a single word carved into a wooden post. And 500 years later, nobody has ever solved it. The year is 1587. England is desperate. Queen Elizabeth I wants a foothold in the New World before Spain claims everything. So she sends 115 colonists, men, women, even children, to establish the very first permanent English settlement in North America, on a remote island called Roanoke, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. Leading the expedition is a man named John White. A governor. A father. And as it turns out, the last person to see these colonists alive. Almost immediately, things go wrong. Supplies run dangerously low. Relations with the local Croatoan tribe grow tense, and John White is forced to sail back to England for emergency supplies, leaving behind his daughter, his son-in-law, and his newborn granddaughter, the first English child ever born on American soil, a baby girl named Virginia Dare. He promises to return within the year. He wouldn't see them again for 3 years. Back in England, White's plans immediately fall apart. Spain launches its famous armada against England, and every available ship is commandeered for the war. White watches helplessly as months turn into years, and he cannot get back to the people he left behind. When he finally returns to Roanoke in August 1590, he finds the settlement completely abandoned. The houses have been dismantled, not destroyed, dismantled. Carefully taken apart. The fence surrounding the colony has been reinforced. There are no signs of panic. No signs of battle. No bodies anywhere. But there is one clue. Carved into a wooden post at the entrance of the settlement is a single word, Croatoan. And on a nearby tree, just 3 letters, CRO. White actually felt a brief moment of relief. Before leaving, he and the colonists had agreed, if they moved location, they would carve their destination into a tree. And if they left in danger or distress, they would carve a cross above it. There was no cross. Croatoan was the name of a nearby island, and also the name of a friendly local tribe who lived there. So White immediately set sail for Croatoan Island. He never made it. A violent storm forced his ships off course. His crew, exhausted and terrified, refused to continue searching. And John White, a man who had left behind his own daughter and granddaughter, was forced to sail back to England. He never returned to America again. He died never knowing what happened to them. So what actually happened to the 115 colonists of Roanoke? Here are the 3 most compelling theories. Theory 1, they assimilated with the Croatoan tribe. This is the most widely accepted explanation among historians. The colonists, facing starvation and desperate circumstances, may have peacefully joined the Croatoan people. Later accounts from English explorers described meeting Native Americans with grey eyes and European features, who claimed ancestors who could talk in books, meaning they could read. Some Croatoan descendants today carry surnames that match Roanoke colonists almost exactly. Theory 2, they were massacred. Not everyone believes the story ended peacefully. Chief Powhatan, the most powerful native leader in the region, reportedly boasted to English settlers years later that he had personally ordered the destruction of a settlement of people who had been living with another tribe. Some historians believe this was a direct reference to the Roanoke survivors. Theory 3, something far darker. A small number of researchers point to something deeply unsettling. The word Croatoan wasn't just carved once, variations of it have reportedly appeared in completely unrelated locations throughout American history. On the bedpost of a dying president. Scratched into the walls of a prison cell. Even reportedly found near the site of a famous unsolved murder over a century later. Coincidence? Almost certainly. Chilling? Absolutely. 115 people. Vanished. Not a single confirmed trace. One word left behind. Roanoke remains one of the oldest and most haunting unsolved mysteries in American history. And despite centuries of excavation, research, and investigation, we are still no closer to a definitive answer. The fog hasn't lifted. So here's what I want to know, which theory do you believe? Did they survive by joining the Croatoan? Were they massacred? Or is there something else entirely going on? Drop your answer in the comments, and if you want more stories like this, stories history tried to bury, subscribe to Fogged History. Because some history was never meant to be found.